Welcome back everybody, I'm Marcio, you're watching The Urban Man. Today we got a 3D printing video for you guys. This is probably not for the seasoned 3D printer, but maybe more for somebody getting into 3D printing and wants to know when they get their 3D printer or they're just about to get their 3D printer, what is the best upgrade to get? What should they start looking at first? So look, for some of you, like I said, some of you seasoned people, you probably will think like, that would be the first thing I would do. But for somebody getting into 3D printing, that might be their first upgrade that they want to do, since there are so many things to look at. I mean, just looking at my 3D printer here, I've got an E3 board, I've changed it to a touch screen. I've got a spring steel bed over here. I've changed the springs to a stiffer springs. I've got a dual gear extruder. I've made a dual Z axis. And I think that's pretty much it in terms of upgrades. But so I've done quite a few upgrades on this board, on this machine, sorry. And each one, I don't know, I think they've helped a little bit in some way. But when you get your 3D printer, what should be the very first thing that you do? Without hesitating, let's jump into it and let's start. All right, guys. So I've got a whole bunch of benches over here, 4 to be exact. There goes one. We'll pick him up now. I've numbered them as well, they've got numbers. So we're going to start, I'm looking for number 1. Yeah, we got number one. Let me pick up this guy, yeah. Oops, there goes my head in front of the camera. Number 1. So this was the very, very first Benchy that I printed when I received my machine. Using the Creality software, I unboxed my machine and I set up the software. I think I went on Thingiverse and I grabbed the little Benchy and I printed this little sucker. So it's got a few, I hope the camera can pick this up. It's got some artifacts here at the bottom. Underneath it's a bit rough with the standard bed. It is a bit rough. The holes came out pretty good. So did the arches in the cabin there. On top here, it's a little bit rough on the top, but not too bad. Overall, pretty decent little Benchy. Okay, then I went ahead, after printing that, I went and ordered some upgrades. Let's get into the upgrades. Then I went and I ordered my E3 board and I ordered my touchscreen. And I went, after receiving it, I installed it, and then I went along and printed Benchy number 2. So now this is Benchy number 2. Now, I'm going to hold this in front of the camera and I'm going to tell you guys that Benchy number 2 is exactly the same as Benchy number 1. There is no difference whatsoever. I found no improvement from these two Benchies. Let me hold it up. I found no improvement from these two Benchies after doing that upgrade. So although it is a nice upgrade to do, especially the touchscreen, it's very, very nice and easy, quick to navigate on the touchscreen. In terms of print quality, I did not notice no difference at all. So if you're after print quality, that upgrade is not going to do much for you guys, but it is nice to have, especially being a color touchscreen and, like I said, navigating. So yeah, and yeah, also a big improvement from doing that upgrade. Sorry, there was one big improvement. Well, I would suggest that upgrade. I'm already forgetting. Bloody goldfish brain. Upgrading the board, the machine became super silent. If you have a 3D printer, especially an Ender 3 like this, you will know that whining noise when it's rotating along the axis, when it's rapiding across the axis, and that it is super noisy. Doing that upgrade, changing to that E3 board, it made the machine super quiet. So if you are finding your machine annoyingly loud, like my wife used to complain, I would leave the door running and I'd come and I'd check it up on the machine every now and again. And she'd like, please close the door, I can't handle that noise. And it's a good maybe 10 meters away, 10-15 meters away, and you can hear it winding away while it's working. So that upgrade definitely did help in terms of cancelling some noise, made it super silent, and I no longer had no issues with that. So if you're finding your machine very noisy, that board, definitely the way to go. What's nice is you don't need to get the touch screen. You can just buy the board and install and connect it to your existing control, your existing screen that comes on your Ender 3 or Ender 5, whatever machine you have. So that E3 board is definitely a nice upgrade to do if you find your machine very noisy. Let's move along from that. Then we got Benchy number 3. Now Benchy number 3, what I did after that upgrade was I did the build plate. I did my build plate. I did my dual gear extruder. That was it. Dual gear extruder and build plate and springs. Yes, springs, my spring steel build plate and the dual gear extruder, and that was it. And then I went along and printed benchy number 3. Now, comparing, I can grab either benchy number 1 or benchy number 2. They're both exactly the same. The one big difference is the underside. Changing to that spring steel bed made it super smooth. I don't know if you're going to pick that up on camera, but it's super smooth. So I did find a big improvement with the bottom, and it sticks. You don't need to use no adhesion, although the standard, this is the the Ender 3, the Pro. So I know that this build plate, it's got that flexible build plate, so it is rough. That texture is very rough. So that was a big improvement. Then besides that, yeah, it's, I would say, a little bit more smoother, slightly. You know what? To be honest, nothing to rant about. So the dual gear extruder for me, yeah, honestly didn't do much. It is a bit smoother. If you look, I don't know, the camera will pick it up. If you look on the side of the hole over here, it is slightly a bit smoother. But the main improvement from doing those upgrades was I no longer need to level my bed. Let me step a bit back so you can see my face. I no longer need to level the bed as often. I find the springs hold the bed for a longer period of time, and then obviously this spring steel made that the underside super smooth. So that was a nice upgrade for me. I definitely recommend doing that upgrade, and it's also it's flexible, so super easy to get your bolts, your parts off the base, or the tray, or whatever you want to call it. So that helped with the underside. Then after that, oh sorry, I also did, yeah, I forgot one upgrade that I did do after that. I did do one upgrade with this. I also did the dual Z axis. Along with the springs, the bed, and the dual gear extruder, I did my dual Z axis. So, like I said, in terms of that, not much changed. Still using the Creality software that came in the box. Now moving along to benchy number 4. This was where I think I saw the biggest improvement. And I'm going to hold the benchy number 3 next to it. Hopefully you guys, it will pick up on camera, but I'll hold the 2 benches next to each other. I hope it goes into focus. I'll try to turn it slowly so you guys can hopefully pick up. Definitely much smoother, especially when you look in the front here of the hole. Look at the artifacts and all of that over there. This benchy came out super smooth, and even the lines on the top of the cabin over here, if you look at the chimney, it just came out super smooth compared to all my other benchies. I'm gonna ask you guys now, if you are watching this, before I say what I did to get that, which I found was the biggest improvement after all, what in the comments down below, I want you guys to tell me, what do you think that I did to get that improvement on my benchy? What do you guys, leave it down in the comments before I move along. In the comments below, what do you think I changed from my whole setup? What do you think I changed that increased the quality of my benchy? I'll tell you now, I'll give you a tip. It didn't even cost me any money. It didn't even cost me any money. Out of all these upgrades, for print quality, it didn't even cost me any money. Are you ready? You ready? Software. That's all I changed. Software. Instead of using the Creality software that came out of the box, like I said, I didn't know where to look or how to start. I checked a couple of videos of guys doing 3D printing to gain some knowledge in that. But and I saw upgrade videos of guys upgrading their printer, but no videos saying what was the best, what's the thing that you should first do when you get your printer and open it up and set it up and start using it. What's the very first thing to get the best print quality? Software. I used Cura. I changed my software and it's free. It was the thing that was the cheapest out of all my upgrades. It was for free. And I've got the best print quality out of all my upgrades on my printer. Sure, some did help in terms of the build plate. I'm getting a smoother surface at the bottom. And in terms of silent, the board helped with that. But otherwise, besides that, I pretty much could have probably got my build plate, put a spring steel build plate, and changed my software. And I would have been happy with just those, a build plate that cost maybe, I can't remember, it was on sale when I bought it. I think it was about 500 Rand, I think it was like $30 at the time or something like that, $35 at the time on Banggood. And then the free software, Cura, that was it. So my personal opinion, if you guys are watching this video and you just open up your printer, take that disc that they give you in the box. I think is it on the disc? No, it's on the flash drive. It comes on the SD. I think it comes on the SD card if I remember correctly. It's on the SD card. Sorry, not a disc. It comes on the SD card. Just delete that crap and go on to search for Cura on Google and download Cura, and you're good to go. Alright guys, I hope this video was informative. Please let me know if it was. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. I hope to do some more 3D printing videos in the future with you. I've been wanting to do this one for ages. I mean, this has been, this setup I've had now for a while, a couple of months. And I've been wanting to produce this video for a really long time. I don't know where awesome came. Oh damn, long day, work tomorrow. Oh no, work tomorrow. Anyways guys, appreciate you watching to the end. Please hit that like button if you enjoyed the video and subscribe if you already haven't. I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers for now.